22 of Pretty Mean. We're getting closer to the end. I'm excited, but also super sad. As you guys know, my finale is at the Villisca Axe Murder House, which I'm just like, girl, I am so excited. Also, I am back at the creepy carnival. I gotta be careful, I gotta be quiet because Pretty Wise is nearby. She's doing a show right now, so I gotta make sure she doesn't come back because this is basically her lair. She doesn't like anyone to be in here, so I gotta be quiet, even though I yell when I talk all the time, but whatever. Also too, I wanna give a huge thank you and shout out to Spirit Halloween for sponsoring this video. I will leave all of their links down below, including the links to this Wonder Woman costume. It's amazing, so girl, yes. So for today's video, guys, you know, I'm always online reading haunted stories, people's experiences, and just, you know, it's what I do, right? So, I was just kind of thinking, you guys know my fear. I guess it's not really a fear, it just kind of freaks me out. I guess that's like the same thing, right? But if I actually saw this in person, I wouldn't run away. I would run towards it because that's what I do, girlfriend. You guys know that. So you guys know my fear with spirits, female spirits in white dresses and long black hair. But if I did see that, like, I would just go up to it because that's the whole point of being in the paranormal, in my opinion. You don't run away, you run towards it because you want evidence, right? But I came across this really creepy story, and this really freaked me out, and I think this would freak out anybody, but at the same time, if I witnessed this and I experienced it, I would run towards it. But at first I'd be like, what the heck, you know? So it's all about smiling ghosts, smiling female ghosts that this one girl saw when she was younger. When this girl was 4 years old, there's the 4 again, even though it has nothing to do with me, but you know, it's just kind of weird, right? So this girl was 4 years old. She had a major fear of the dark. So her mother and her aunt took her to this lady's house who had a big house, and they kind of performed a ritual in this house. They put her in a dark room with all these candles and I guess trying to cure her of this fear of the dark. So one day this girl, she was sent to live with her aunt for a while. So one day she was in her bedroom and she was just playing on her bed until she heard some strange whispering coming from behind her. When she turned around, girl, sitting right behind her on the bed were 2 girls who looked like they were like 12 years old. They had pale faces, their eyes were wide open, and their smile was enormous. It went from ear to ear. It was very disturbing. It wasn't a happy smile, it was an evil smile. And the most disturbing part about these girls was when they were smiling and staring at this girl, they were also whispering to each other. I don't know what this was, I guess whispering to each other. But their mouths were not moving. Their teeth were still, you know, the biggest smile. I guess that's my biggest smile. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I have a creepy smile. I think I don't know. But yeah, just imagine like a huge smile and you hear me talking still and my mouth is like this and it's not moving and you're just like, you know? And these girls were just staring at this poor girl and their eyes were not moving. It was just, you know, staring, smiling like this, and almost like they were looking right through her. She was absolutely freaked out, so she stopped doing what she was doing and she ran away. Later on, she was in the kitchen with her aunt and her cousins, and she noticed a very tall woman in the kitchen. She was very pale, tall, like I said, and she was also smiling with her, like the biggest smile ever. It was evil, nothing pleasant about it. So this poor girl, she is traumatized. She's looking at her cousins and her aunt like, oh my God, can you not see her? But she was the only one that could see this woman. All of a sudden, the woman started getting closer and closer to this girl, and her smile was getting even bigger the closer that she got. So, can you imagine? Oh, you can't even see because my light. I mean, I'm not even gonna do it anymore. I don't think it's creepy when I do it. Then, what got even creepier were the 2 girls that she saw up in the bedroom. They appeared right behind this tall woman. Like, imagine I'm the woman. Oh, what did I just hit? Oh my God, I just hit Pretty Wise's machete. I gotta get rid of this before Pretty Wise. Don't want that girl to kill me. She doesn't like me. She likes Wonder Woman though, so maybe this will be a pass. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So pretend I am the tall woman, and my arms are the 2 girls that just form right beside me, and they're smiling too and coming towards the poor girl. This girl was absolutely absolutely terrified. Her aunt kept on calling her, but she just, was ignoring it because she was seeing these 3 creepy smiling freaks coming towards her. And it was so freaky because they decided to sit at the table across from this girl. So the tall woman pulls out the chairs, she puts down plates in front of these 2 girls, and then she puts a plate down in front of the girl who's seeing them and says, "Bon appetit." When the girl looked down at her plate, there was parts of a human face on that plate, and all around the outside of the plate were human fingers. This poor little girl was freaking out. She started screaming, she was sobbing. Her aunt then grabbed her and was like, "What is wrong? Like, what do you see? What is happening? Oh, like, girl, what is going on? Like, we're not in the dark, you're not afraid of the dark. What is happening? What is happening?" She's trying to tell her aunt what she sees. She sees these 3 people that should not be in the kitchen, and she's breathing heavily, she's crying, all of that, until she hears one of the smiling 12-year-old girls say, "Can I have her eyes, Mom? She doesn't want them." So guys, just imagine this. You're at your kitchen table with your aunt and your cousins, and you see these 3 people that your aunt and cousins cannot see, and they're smiling at you so, in an evil way. They just gave you a human face to eat with human fingers, and the little girl wants your eyes. So, as the little girl is still crying and stuff and trying to explain to her aunt, the girl across the table, one of the smiling girls, is reaching for her plate and taking parts of the human face onto her plate. And this girl is seeing all this, but her cousins and her aunt cannot see anything, and they're acting so normal, like nobody else is there. After this crazy incident with these 3, I don't even know what they are, but obviously they are not alive, she would see these 3 at the dinner table every evening. They would do the same thing, smiling at her. Her aunt and her cousins could not see. She thought that she was going insane. Every night she would be in bed and she would wake up to the tall woman at the foot of her bed asking her if she wants to play a game with the 2 little girls. Like, girl, what the heck? This girl finally confessed to her aunt what was going on, and her aunt actually got so mad at her, saying like, "You're crazy, this can't be real, stop talking about it, it's all in your head, you're having nightmares, you think it's real, it's not real, there's no people who are sitting at our table with us at dinner time, like, you're crazy." Until one night, something crazy, not saying any of this other stuff is not crazy, because it's all crazy, but this one incident convinced her aunt that this was all true. So she was in bed, she fell asleep. She woke up to the tall woman pulling her out of bed and saying, "I want you to play with my children," the 2 smiling 12-year-old girls. When she looked at the 2 smiling 12-year-old girls, they're on the floor rolling eyeballs around as if they're rolling marbles. So this woman is holding this little girl saying like, "I want you to play with my kids," or I don't know, she's just being some weirdo freak. So the little girl starts screaming, trying to get away, but not the mother, well, I guess she is the mother. The woman is holding on to her, being like, "No, like, you can't get away," but obviously like, a lot creepier. Then her nails dug into the little girl, leaving these horrible scratches, and she was bleeding. This woman ghost finally let her go. She ran into a corner, she was screaming, she was crying. Blood was just pouring out of these scratches. Her aunt then heard all the commotion, ran in, and found her niece in a corner. Like, this is so freaky, guys. Like, I'm picturing this in my head as I'm telling you guys. I pictured it as well when I was reading it too, and it's just so horrific. But yeah, so she saw her niece on the floor crying, completely traumatized with all this blood just pouring out of her arms. So long story short, there was apparently an exorcism performed on the house, and later on this girl was sent back to live with her parents. And ever since she moved back in with her parents, she never saw these, I don't even know what to say, ghosts, demons, whatever you want to call it. They're obviously, I don't know, maybe they were demons, I'm not sure. Obviously they were not good, they were bad, and she never saw them again. Thank God. So guys, that is absolutely traumatizing. I couldn't even imagine being in that girl's situation, and the fact that this woman had such a grip on her, and her nails went into her arms and her legs too, I forgot to mention. So blood was pouring out of her legs as well. It's absolutely terrifying. It's terrifying being in this lair right now, this creepy carnival, because I'm scared that Birdie Wise is gonna come like any minute. I need to get out of here, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed that story. I think I can hear her now. Oh my God, like I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Birdie44, hashtag Barilla Rins, hey. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow. It's my Q&A tomorrow. I don't know, I gotta go, guys. It's pretty wise. She is going to kill me, even though she likes Wonder Woman, like I said, but she doesn't like anyone being in her lair. So, and she's been seeing that I've been filming in this lair of hers, so you know, she doesn't like it very much. So anyways, guys, I mean, obviously I'm joking. Like, to people who are like, oh my god, you're losing your mind. No, I'm not. I'm having fun. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for day 23. Viewers beware, you are in for a scare. I am in a scare. I haven't said that in so long, but I'm about to be scared because Pretty Wise is crazy. She is a crazy clown, guys. She is insane. But anyways, I gotta go because I gotta hear her coming. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!